So we back with another video. Today we got y'all boys with another animation video. Been telling y'all we was gonna do this for a minute. The guard animations. We're gonna be going over everything that you can put on for a guard. Jump shots, dribble pull-ups, dunks, layups, drill moves. It does not matter. We're gonna go over everything and more that you can do for a guard. Y'all do want more videos like this. I got this same thing for the swings. I got this same thing for the bigs. By the way, this might be the last time I update y'all boys on this for the rest of the year. But y'all do want more videos like this. Keep showing the support. Like, subscribe, comment down below, the algorithm, all that good stuff out the way. Without further ado, let's hop into it. Hopping into it, bro. We got the guards. Let's get into it. First things first, I'm on a different wave right now. Last time I talked to y'all boys, I was on Cole Anthony. I'm off that. I'm going to set point. That's kind of more of the reason you're going to see 60-40 Stephen Curry. A lot of people like this around Christmas. I got back to this and I've been using some more new jump shots, and I got a new one from the comments. But Kyle Lowry, in my opinion, is the best set point jump shot in the entire game. It is simple as that. Release speed, 60-40. Next jump shot, the Comet jump shot. This might be my favorite jump shot in the game right now because of the T-Max. I've been using a little bit slower jump shots and it's a little bit more to that speed, but the green window on this jump shot has been the best one in any guard jump shot I've used so far. Norman Powell. Now, I don't know if I'm late to it. I don't really watch a lot of 2K videos. Y'all be putting me onto stuff in the comments below. I tested a lot of the jump shots. I don't remember Norman Powell being this good. Norman Powell, Luka Doncic, Stephen Curry, max release speed, a little bit over set point on every single one of them. Even if I use push, I do the same thing. Only time I'm actually using the exact thing that you see is if it's right on jump or if it's right on release. And then we got 60-40. Simple as that. Going again, one of the more popular, now we're going to get to more popular, Cam Thomas, using the same thing for set point, a little bit off, 60-40, max release speed. And another very popular is Patrick Mills, whatever you want to call it, release speed, max, 40-60. Then to go alongside that, the fast one. Now, this one is one I use on my locks. Now, you know, if you make a 6'4" lock, it's really good on this game. So I have to have a jump shot for it. This is the jump shot I use. Delano Banton is honestly probably the most consistent jump shot throughout the whole year that I've used. Release speed, go all the way to release visual cue, and then go to, I have it off. It's supposed to be 60-40. This is the, bro, I'm telling you, green bean. Especially if you're a spot up, this is probably the best jump shot in the game. I ain't gonna lie. Then next, big green window, Kyrie has been so consistent throughout the whole year. I gotta keep putting it in videos for the people. Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic. Set point, what I've been using on pretty much every single one except for the Banton, because that one is just too fast to use any other way. That's why I love it though, to be honest. But release speed kind of gives it a little bit more time, I guess. And then 60-40 Stephen Curry, Luka. Simple as that. And then the last but not least, we know T-Mac came back. So for people that want to use T-Mac on guards, it's been here all year. Allen Iverson, Luka Doncic, Stephen Curry, very quick, 60-40, and then set point, smidget above it. Simple as that. Hopping into it, man. Go-to shots. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I made sure that not troll this one, because I feel like I usually do troll this a little bit for y'all. But let's get into it. Now, if you're a guard, the best guard go-to shots in the entire game, in my opinion, Ja Morant is up there. But the way you would use Ja is not the same way you would use the other types that I'm gonna really go over. Ja is really one to just get you some space. It's really a good self-creation dribble pull-up, in my opinion. It's really a move for another move. And in my opinion, out of all the go-to shots, is by far the best one for guards. The next one, I've been talking about this for a little minute. CJ McCollum, in my opinion, is literally the perfect shoot off of go-to shot in the game, in my personal opinion. Now, another one that I've been using a lot more recently, D-Mitch. Another one that's very good for shooting off of. Now, in terms of creating space, it doesn't really create as much space as it really shows, but it is a good change of direction dribble pull-up. Now, another one that I actually do like, but is a little bit better for shooting off of and creating space, is Darius Garland. Darius Garland is actually, in my opinion, very good. Whether you're doing the right hand one, the left hand one, they're both very, very good. Now, and last but not least for the guards, Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs is that guy. He's that guy with the animations on a lot of these joints, and Jalen Suggs is very good go-to shot in NBA 2K25 for the. All right, now let's get into the dribble pull-ups. Now, when it comes to the best dribble pull-ups for guards, in my opinion, Pro 2. You can say this is the best dribble pull-up for guards. You can say this is the best dribble pull-up in the game for swings. It don't really matter. I think it's the best dribble pull-up in the game. Next, normal 2. Normal 2 is actually very good. You can use this on any build, whether you're a guard, a swing, or big. It's pretty much just that simple. And now, more so for like the NBA ones, Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is very good. Cam Thomas is very good. It's a little bit slower. That's the only thing I would say. But for the most part, I do like Cam Thomas a lot. And then people in the comments, man, they be on me about this Chris Paul. Chris Paul is good. It's not OP. It's not crazy in my opinion. It's good. It's good. You know, it's good. And then last but not least, people be on me about this one too. But I mean, it's kind of remind me of Kobe a little bit, so I can understand it. So if you want to use something similar, I guess Devin Booker. Devin Booker dribble pull-up is the one I personally would recommend. All right, now is the spin jumpers. Spin jumpers for the guards. Best guard spin jumpers. In my opinion, I would start it off with Pro. Pro is, in my opinion, the best dribble pull-up, or not dribble pull-up, best spin jumper in the entire game. I think Pro is the best one. It's just catered for how I want to play. I'm not doing it to like spam it. I'm doing it to catch people off guard. Maybe getting locked this possession. Need a late second good open shot. This is what I do. Next one, Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one that you really can't go wrong with. In my opinion, this is kind of more so like how normal used to be. Normal is not good this year, so I would personally recommend Kyrie. That's just what it is. And then to go alongside that, one that's really good, kind of similar to Kyrie, but it's lower, kind of more so in the vein of kind of Kyrie and Pro mixed together, where you're not going to be using it to spam, but you can use it more so to spam more than Pro, I guess. But it's more so to get ankles. That's what I'll say. And that's the best spin jumpers in the game for guards, in my opinion. Best hop jumpers in the game for guards. Now, when it comes to the best hop jumpers in the game for guards, I would say start it off with Trae Young. Trae Young is, in my opinion, the versatility one. You can use this if you want to shoot off of. You can use this if you want to dribble with. You can use this if you want to speed boost out of. You can use this if you want to create space. You can use it in any type of way. Next one, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is the space creator hop jumper, in my opinion. It just gets the most distance. Kyle Lowry is just a glitchy one like that. It's just what it is. It's supposed to be there to create as much space as possible every single time you do it. De'Aaron Fox is quick. You can use this to pretty much create space, but it's a quick one. Lowry creates space, but it doesn't create space as quick as De'Aaron Fox. If you're a rim runner, I think De'Aaron Fox is the one for you personally. So yeah, you can use this to, I guess you can say combo with it. So yeah, like that. Then next, I would say Clarkson. They nerfed it, but it's still good for combos. It's just not as good as it was. So I would say Clarkson is still got to be on my list for that. And then last but not least, the best one in the game for, in my opinion, for shooting off of and creating space, that combination is just really, it's kind of a combination that 2K didn't do a great job of, in my opinion, with the hop jumpers as they could have. I would say James Harden. I think what 2K needs to do is kind of mix the moving step backs and hop jumpers into one animation. Like, they pretty much do the same thing now with how much they kind of advanced what hop jumpers do. So I think they should just all just be one animation package. But that's just me. All right, so let's hop into it. The best dribble styles in the game for guards. I'm not going to be extra at all in this video about some of this stuff. I did a full video ranking every single dribble style. If you want to see that, go watch that. Now, they added some new ones like the Jalen Brunson, but for the most part, yeah. Now, when it comes to the best dribble styles in the game for guards, in my opinion, you got De'Aaron Fox, you got Darius Garland, in my opinion, for the guards. Now, you got some other ones that's obviously good, but I feel like these two are in a tier of their own, personally. When I did that video, I had DeJounte Murray up there, but I kind of understand the gripes for it not being in this tier, but I still think it is very, very good. The best signature size-ups in the game. The best signature size-up in the game for guards, I'm going to have to say Trae Young and Steve Francis. You going with either one of those two, in my opinion. There's some other ones you obviously can use, but in terms of the best ones, those are the two I would say is the best and personally would recommend, personally. Now regular breakdown combos. The best regular breakdown combos for guards, you got Rayford Austin. Now, you can go with a combination of Stephon Marbury, Reggie Jackson, Scoot Henderson. It's really up to you, but me personally, I think Rayford Austin is that by far best one in the game for guards. Next is the best aggressive breakdown combos. When it comes to the best aggressive breakdown combo for guards, you got Rayford Austin again. You can pretty much go Rayford Austin on Rayford Austin when it comes to these breakdown combos, and you'll be fine. You also got other ones like Scoot, Ja Morant, Jordan Poole, I mean, not Jordan Poole. Ja Morant is pretty much an off-brand rate for Austin. So if you do want something a little cheaper, because maybe you don't have that, you can throw that on. But yeah, those are the ones I personally recommend for the guards. The best record breakdown comp. All right, next is the escape moves. The best escape moves in the entire game. If you're a guard, the best escape moves for guards is Stephen Curry, Trae Young, Kemba Walker. Those are the 3 best ones in my opinion. You also got stuff like the Dame, the Kyrie, but those 3 in my opinion are just above the rest. The best combo moves for guards. I'm gonna be honest, I'm kind of switching it up. Kobe White, Jordan Poole, Ja Morant are all pretty solid. Stephen Curry is pretty good. De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, all of these are actually pretty solid, pretty good. For the most part though, right now I am using Kobe White. I've just been using some different stuff. It's just that simple. Alright, the best crossovers. The best crossovers for guards, in my opinion, is hands down De'Aaron Fox. You could throw LaMelo in those conversations. Shout out to the comments. Y'all be really on me when I don't be including LaMelo. You can throw LaMelo in those conversations. I personally think De'Aaron Fox is the best one. The best behind the backs in the game, I think it really does come down to how you want to play. The best behind the backs for guards, I would say Trae Young. Trae Young is the best one, but the only reason I don't like it that much is because of the moving behind the back. The standing behind the back is the best one in the game. That's the one you want. But there's not really anything else that gets that but Kawhi, and that's only for swings. So then you have to go down to like Tyrese Halliburton, the Markelle Fultz, and then we talking about a whole different level. It's a little bit more balanced, but it's nowhere near the same level of standing behind the back, exposed behind the back, however you want to call it. It's just not to the same level, in my opinion. You know, you can also throw Curry in these talks. I'm not gonna lie, Curry could be thrown in these talks, but if you're not using Trae Young, I don't think you're gonna be using Curry because you most likely just don't have a 92. Simple as that. The best spins in the game, the best moving spin for guards, Ja Morant. It's kind of pretty much that simple. I don't really even use anything else. Luka at one point was cool, but yeah, Ja Morant. The best hezzies in the game. Now, a lot of people love Halliburton, but the best hezzy in the game for me for guards is definitely Ja. I think Ja is just by far the best hezzy in the game. His best hezzy last year and his best hezzy again this year, in my opinion. Best step backs. Now, this one is a little interesting to be real, because if you're a guard or a swing, it doesn't really matter, bro, for the most part. Like, the best ones for guards, you got Trae Young, Zach LaVine, Tyrese Halliburton, De'Aaron Fox, Luka Doncic, Stephen Curry, Devin Booker. All of these you can use. Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, Zach LaVine are all for like moving. De'Aaron Fox is like a combination of both. Trae Young, Halliburton, Curry, those are all for taking ankles and stuff like that. But they all have their uses and they're all really, really good. All right, hopping into it. Now, when it comes to dunking in this game, you got your distinct things for guards, swings, and bigs, but for the most part, a lot of it is pretty much the same across the board. So let's get into the things that's kind of different, and then let's get into stuff that you can use on pretty much any build. So if you're a guard, there's a distinct couple of things that you can only use, and that would be the NBA player dunk packages. Some of these you can only use if you're a swing, some of these you can only use if you're big, some of these you can only use if you're a guard. In my opinion, I think 2K, in my opinion, if I see 2K for 2K26 say, we got more animations. I just did a ranking pass style video. It is no reason for it to be that many pass styles. There's no reason for it to be this many dunks. It's just what it is. Bro, 2K, give us 20 to 35 dunks. If you give us anything where it's a lot more, make it contact dunks. Give us more contact dunk packages. But in terms of just regular dunk packages, we don't need this many, in my opinion. It's a lot of things you can say that for dribble animations, but dunk packages, in my opinion, you don't need this many. But let's get into it. So dunks, best guard dunks, in my opinion. First things first, in my opinion, I would probably say Klay Thompson. I think Klay Thompson is low-key a universal dunk package, but you can use it on smalls and you can use it on swings, or I guess you can say guards. The next one I would probably say is Malik Monk. Malik Monk is the next step up. It will go from 55 to 80. So yeah, you also got to pay attention to the vertical, but you can only use Malik Monk on guards. Now, you're going up from that. In my opinion, the only other one I would personally recommend for guards is Russell Westbrook. It's pretty much that simple. You're going to use Klay Thompson. You got some other ones in there as well. That's like the lower rating, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, me personally, I prefer Klay Thompson from all the lower rated dunk packages. You also got stuff like Manu and stuff like that, but I personally rather Klay. Then you got Malik Monk. Then you got Russell Westbrook. Now, let's actually move on into the actual best dunk packages in the game. One hands, I would personally just refer to the NBA player ones. There's not really nothing too crazy in this. only one I would probably recommend for one hand is switcheroo, but that's not, is that really a one hand? In my opinion, it's debatable. Then when it comes to two hands for safety, in my opinion, this is the most important dunk package you're gonna put on. It's even more important than any NBA player dunk package. It's really debatable between the Russell Westbrook and the LeBron, but quick drops off one is very good again this year. But if you want something even cheaper than that, athletic hangs off one is just as good as quick drops. I would say quick drops is better, but it's in the same tier, similar to Russell Westbrook and LeBron, where Russ is better, but it's higher. So you could argue that LeBron is better bang for your buck. Just like athletic hangs off one, I would argue is the better bang for your buck than quick drops off one. So yeah, those are the best dunk packages in the game. You put that hand in hand with like whatever ones you can possibly get for the NBA player ones for your build, you're gonna be fine. It's simple as that. Now, content dunks. This is a thing, like if we're talking about content dunks, driving content dunks, if we're talking about standing content dunks, if we're talking about alley-oop content dunks, you're gonna put on as many of these as possible. Now, say for instance, I have a build like this where I have 99 dunk, I went for 90 vertical, so I can be able to have these elite content dunks. You see, I only have the elite content dunks on because I'm gonna get what I paid for. I have a little bit more leeway and control over how much I'm gonna do it because of the dunk meter. So I'm gonna just put these on because I'm gonna get what I paid for. But you are probably more worthwhile putting as many of the packages on as possible so that you can get more frequency of animations. Because if you put on just one dunk package, you might be liable to just get one content dunk animation every single time. Now, that could be easier for you because you can now have a similar timing every single time, so you may be able to master greening that content dunk. But it really does come down to how you want to do it, because if you do have more packages, it's going to be different content dunks, but you do have more ability to control it with the dunk meter. Standing dunk, I don't really see people do standing dunk meter as much as last year, but it's still a thing you can do. So you can kind of say the same thing as I said for the elites, as I said for the driving content dunks, as you can say for the standings. But for the most part, I don't see people do it as much, so you have less control in my opinion. But yeah, put on as many as you possibly can is what I would say. And then for the alley-oop content dunks, you put on as many as you can. The only way you can really control this, in my opinion, is the person that's passed you the ball. In my experience, that's the only way you can control it. So you as a dunker don't really have any control. It's really just the person that's passed you the ball. Now, you can set people up and stuff like that, but for the most part, it's more so on the person passing you the ball. Now, when it comes to the standing dunks, the best standing dunks in the game, this is more so like a big man thing, but you can use this on all builds, 40 standing dunk. If you've seen a lot of my builds this year, a lot of them had 40 standing dunk minimum. It's just very important to be able to have that two-hand under basket regular. Simple as that. To go alongside that, you could put on some of these like the pro under basket rim pulls. You can go with the two-hand. I personally just like the two hands for safety, personally, when I do my standing dunks. Now, to go alongside that, the alley-oops pro, if you're big, you gonna need to have that, in my opinion. Bigs, locks, all that, you gonna need to have that. So yeah, but anybody else, I would just make sure I have on elite design. It don't really matter for anybody else, to be honest. You can put on pro, you can put on elite, you can put on design. It's just about having them. If you have them, you're chilling. And I kind of already went over the contact alley-oops for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much the dunks in 2K25. All right, now when it comes to the best layup packages for every build in the game, let's get into it. The best guard layup package in the game. Now, I've been seeing some people comment in my comment section below. They've been talking about Ja. Now, when I tested it, I liked Ja, but it wasn't crazy to me. I think I had it either in the top tier or it was like a tier right below it. Ja is a very good layup package. I personally would still say though, Malik Monk is the best layup package in the game for guards. That's me. Now, if you disagree, at the end of the day, everything I show you guys is a preference thing. So it does come down to stuff like preference on a lot of this stuff, but for the most part, Malik Monk, in my opinion, is the best layup package in the game. Now, Ja Morant, in terms of the guard layups, I will say, out of the other three that I usually have with Malik Monk, I will say Ja is up there. I would put Ja second right now. Ja is very nice. It's just, for my playstyle, I don't like it as much. I think it's more so better for floaters. If you're a floater guy, it's crazy. If you're a double clutch guy, it's still pretty good, but I personally rather Malik Monk. Next, I would probably say for guards, I'm going to be honest, guards probably have the most I'm going to probably go over is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is just that layup package in the game that I feel like is just going to be that nice. this year. And then after that, you got Jordan Poole. That's the core three. I usually say Kyrie Irving, Jordan Poole, Malik Monk. Ja Morant has supplanted itself number 2 for me now. And that's really what it is. And then last but not least for the guards is Maxey, pretty much. So yeah, and then you got some other bang for your bucks that I'm gonna go over, but for the most part, yeah, Maxey. And then last but not least, the best bang for your buck layups in the entire game is default small and swing. Now you can only use this on guards and swings, but for the most part, those are the best bang for your bucks in actuality of the whole game. There's no requirement. Only requirement really for both of these is that you be a swing or a guard. Simple as that. All right, now we in the final tier. The best bang for your buck pass down in the game is by far none. It's not even close. The only issue I have with none is your teammates catching animations, but I think more of that has to do with, because I was testing it on, like I said, I've used none on a lot of builds, but I retested it again on a 94. I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure it's not really the pass style. I'm pretty sure it is more so the pass accuracy, which again kind of leads me to, what is the point of having 50 pass styles when it really is more so based off the pass accuracy, how fast you get the ball out your hands and how fast the ball travels? Because you can have the same pass style at 84 pass accuracy and have the same pass style at 94. It's gonna perform 10 attributes better at the higher thing. Now I do think that should matter, but I don't think it should be 50 options where it's like 30 of them pretty much are around the same thing, doing the same thing. Me personally. So yeah, that's just what it is. Yeah, none. Best bang for your buck, takes nothing. For it, you can get at any pass accuracy. And when it does have the bad catches, but when you go higher with your pass accuracy, those bad catches happen drastically less. So yeah, it's one of the best ones in the entire game. Definitely had to be in the top tier because of that. Then next, somebody commented on my video, bro. Somebody commented on my video, Mike Conley. Mike Conley, I can't lie. You cooked. I'm gonna be honest, it's real debatable. It's real debates. Mike Conley and Tyrese. The only thing I say that kind of does hold Mike Conley back is Tyrese does have that 89 with the versatile visionary badge. So that combination does give it the edge. I think you might get a badge at 90, but I don't think it's on the level of versatile visionary. You could do a cat breaker and get it, but to be real, if I was to be honest, it's just as well-rounded as Tyrese. It's better at lobs. I would say Tyrese gets the ball at your hands faster and the pass speeds are faster on Tyrese. So I would say everything outside of lobs, Tyrese is better. But if you're just talking about an all-around, no-flaw pass style, I would say Shea and Mike Conley. And I would say Mike Conley is better than Shea. Shea takes a little bit longer to get the ball out your hands than Mike Conley. Mike Conley don't take as long as Shea. So I would definitely say it is debatable between Mike Conley and Tyrese, which is why I did put it in the same tier. That is why I did put it in the same tier. So, yeah. Just unfortunate that it's this late in the year that I realized it. But, hey, I mean, I still think the best pass style in the game is Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton, I just went over it. In terms of jump passes, in terms of getting the ball out your hands, in terms of the ball speed, it's literally the best pass out in the game. The only flaw it has is really throwing lobs. It does do some long animations a lot, and it's a lot of the pass styles that do that. And that doesn't really get that much better until you get like higher pass accuracy. But even with high pass accuracy on Tyrese, it does still kind of troll that. But for the most part, overall, in my opinion, Tyrese Halliburton is the best pass style in the game. Pound for pound, requirement, bang for your buck, whatever you want to do it, it is the best one in the game. If I had to do my tiers based off like, if I'm making a build, what pass accuracies I would go, I think you gotta think about like the 84s. Whatever. Okay, so this is what I would do. My tiers would probably be, I think the lowest I would go is like either 63 or 71. One of those. The next tier I would say is 78, so you can get versatile visionary. After that, I would say go for bailout. like, you're not going for a pass style on your early ones. You're either going for like break starter if you're a big, dimer if you're a guard or whatever, and then you're going for versatile visionary. I think that should be the first one. If you're a guard, versatile visionary is like that 71. Hey, if you don't have 78 as a guard, I don't know what you're doing. 85 so you can get Bell out, and then 89 so you can get versatile visionary silver and Tyrese Halliburton. If you want to go 90 to get Mike Conley, I don't know if that's really worth it. So that's why another thing I would say about Tyrese Halliburton. Best motion styles in the game for guards, in my opinion, goes through these three: Austin Reeves, Theo Maledon, Jalen Suggs. Jalen Suggs, in my opinion, is the one I've used for the majority of the year. I feel like it's pretty solid all around. It's definitely really good for defense. If I'm on offense and I'm cutting, I feel like it's been very good. It's never really steered me wrong, personally. Another solid one, Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is a pretty all-arounder. I would probably say it's more so offensive, but defensively it's not bad. It's pretty good all around. And then Theo Maledon. This is the one that people have been telling me in the comments down below is the most balanced one. Personally using it, I'd probably rather use Suggs. I'm not gonna cap. But statistically, mathematically, however y'all figured this out, I'm pretty sure y'all did some type of test. Theo Maledon is the fastest, most balanced one in the game. Now, other ones I personally do also recommend. Alex Caruso, very good all around. Like I said, Jalen Suggs. I like to, if I'm using motion style, it's really when I don't have the ball in my hands. I want to be fast running. I want to be fast cutting. I want to be fast running up and down the court on a fast break, defensively, offensively. Or if I'm guarding somebody trying to cut, I got to be able to guard that. That's going to be what I'm really looking for in a motion style. Now, if I can get the good little on-ball defensive slides and stuff like that on my lock, that's fine. But for the most part, that's what I'm looking for. So Alex Caruso and De'Aaron Fox, these two are another ones that's like Jalen Suggs that pretty much does check all the boxes for personally me. But Austin Reeves, Theo Maledon, because of the comments, I will be throwing in the video. If there's anything I left out, I know the comments got me though.
I got digital dash, came around with a I walk in the store and I bought the stock. I hide in the bins and pull off the lot. Got Tiffany diamond, it cost me a lot. They flying like birds.
Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah!
If you buying anything on Fortnite, Epic Games Store, use code YaboiFitz. I don't know why I ain't been had this, but yeah.